Hello nieces and nephews, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your Uncle Charters and we're going to get into this unbiased technical analysis. But first, here is the flow sentiment. It is bearish, 86% in the puts, 14% in the calls. I have a filter for 500k premiums or above, and it's something I'm noticing is a lot of these out the money puts for the September 16th day. Okay, they're big in size, millions of dollars in premium. Possibly they could be hedges. Okay, dark pool had a good amount of premium, over 1.8 billion premium around the 41.26 level. So dark pool orders were looking bullish. Okay, now here's the daily chart. Yesterday in Uncle Charters' video, I talked about step one. If the market is putting in the bottom, what is step one? And I talked about the 23.6 retracement level at 390 that we back tested and held recently. Okay, that was step one, was holding this level, and I explained why in yesterday's video. So definitely check out yesterday's video if you want to know why that was step one. All right, and then I talked about step two. Step two, and put in the bottom, SPY needed to clear this multi-month trend line that connected March 29, was that April 5th to April 21st high. Okay, it connected to yesterday's high as well, July 27th. Today it broke right out. Okay, so you guys know how Uncle Charters trade. I long breakouts of resistance. I short failure of supports. I watch out for false breakouts. I watch out for false breakdowns. Okay, so when we got that breakout, that's when I advise, I guess you could say, or encourage, to look for calls when a resistant level clears and watch for that 407 level. Okay, now it went as high as 406.8 today, 80 today. So 20 cents shy of my 407 target. But that 407 level is very critical because, as you guys know, I like to trade with Fibonacci levels. And from the January high to the June low, my 38.2 retracement level is at 407.28 to be exact. Okay, so that's a very critical level. Okay, does the bulls have enough strength to clear that level? All right, so as of right now, we got a textbook breakout. Okay, so that is very bullish. Okay, I would not recommend to be bearish right now unless SPY can break back below 402. 402 is based on that trend line, and if it drops below 402, that will be a false breakout. Okay, look to short false breakouts because they are very bearish, and that would put 397, then about 395.5ish in play, and possibly all the way back down to 390. The point is, false breakouts are bearish, so that's when you want to look for puts and play it to the next level. Okay, I have some support around 400, 398.5, 397, and so on. Okay, but as long as SPY is above 402, because it's possible we pull back. RSI is overbought on multiple time frames, including the daily chart, so it's possible we pull back. All right, and cool down. Keep the back test and go strategy concept in your mind. All right, it's possible we go back test that breakout level as a support and then push up. Okay, I may try a long there if it goes back and test, but of course if 402 fails, I'm cutting my loss. Okay, you got to cut your loss. You got to be willing to be wrong. It's okay if you're wrong. It's just, how would I say it, business expense. All right, sometimes you have a business, you're gonna have some business expenses, and you gotta pay it so your business can keep going, can stay afloat. So respect your stop loss. All right, that's why I would look for longs around 402, because I'm gonna assume bulls are in control as long as this breakout holds. Of course, I'm gonna be watching that 407 level. If it breaks out with the RSI so overbought, that means it's high risk for calls. That doesn't mean to sell. All right, RSI overbought doesn't mean look to sell. Okay, like I said, I want to see a support fail before I look to sell or I look for puts. Okay, it just means it's a condition that I'm gonna take as a little risky, so I would size down, but I'm still gonna, no matter what, follow the price action, because if we clear 407, the next price target that I'll be aiming for is 410, 410ish. Okay, now if I go to the weekly chart and I put on the 20 week moving average, it's around 410.2ish. Okay, So that's why I'll be targeting for above 4.7. I'll be targeting that level, and if that clears, I'll be targeting 4.15. All right, as you can see here, that level has served as a strong resistance level in the past. Okay, so above 4.07 is bullish, guys. Targeting 4.10 and 4.15. Those are my critical resistance levels. As of right now, the immediate support I got right now is around 4.05, and then below that is at 4.02. Like I said, below that is false breakout. Look for puts when a support fails. Look for calls when a resistance clears, and respect your stop loss. All right, moving on to the VIX. It came and finally tested once again that 22.4 support level. All right, so VIX needs to continue taking out that level. As long as below 22.4, the next support is at 21.2. Then below that is 19.7, and then 18.5. For the VIX to be bullish, like always, it needs to recapture or clear a resistance level starting with 23.78. If you like trading the SPY, it's good to track the VIX as well. I don't really trade it, but I do track it because the SPY and VIX, they like to inverse each other from time. Well, most of the time they do. Okay, QQQ finally broke out at that 38.2 retracement level at 308.5. Okay, watch that support at 308.5. If it falls back below 308.5, that's a false breakout. But as long as it holds, my next level that I'm targeting, next resistance level is at 312.5, 314.4, then 317.5. Okay, so as long as 308.5 holds, the breakout holds, and bulls are in control. Bears take back control under 308.5 for the false breakout setup. IWM also got a breakout of this multi-month trend line. Okay, you can see here, multi-month trend line starting way back in November 2021, connecting to the March 29 high, broke out today. Okay, so the level that needs to hold for tomorrow is 184.5. If IWM drops back below it, that's a false breakout, so it must hold. And as long as it holds 187.6, 190 to 193.8ish is in play. Okay, only bearish below 184.5. Dow Jones also had a pretty strong breakout. I had a 38.2 retracement level at 324. Okay, from the January high all the way down to June low. It cleared that level today at 324. Okay, so 324 must continue to hold for Dow Jones to continue to be bullish, with my next price target at 327.4, then 330, and then 332.8ish. Below 324, that's a false breakout. 322, then 317.4ish will be back in play. Okay, Tesla, it did clear that 38.2 retracement level. Okay, it gapped above it, tested it as a support. All right, it did drop a little below it intraday, but recaptured it intraday, which was bullish. Managed to close above. All right, so the next resistance is at 849 and then 865. All right, the level that must hold is 823.7. Below 823.7, it's a false breakout. And we'll put 802 and then 791.7 in play, possibly lower down to 767, okay? But as long as 823.7 holds, watch out for that next breakout, all right? It's actually around 842.7 and then 849 and then 865. All right, guys? Apple continuing to honor this breakout, okay, of the 50% retracement level. Okay, I had it at 154.2. It broke out of it yesterday. Today it back tested it as a support and held. All right, so tomorrow's critical support will be around 155. As long as it holds, it hit the so I had a price target around 156.5 and 158ish. It's above those levels currently in the after hour, probably because of earnings didn't come out yet. Okay, so yeah, so the next target is 160. Definitely watch out for earnings though, okay? Anything can happen. But definitely below 155 or 154.2 is bearish. As long as above those levels, definitely continue to be bullish. All right, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are making a shit ton of money in this market. I know it's been challenging, but if you trust in the levels, following the plan, you should be okay. All right, and if you need extra help, consider joining the Discord. We'd love to talk to you guys more and see you guys there, and have you part of the community. But other than that, thank you guys. Peace.